What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the elephant in the room. I just got a lot of I got a lot of new subscribers lately, and I have a bunch of booster boxes. I'll go get one. I have a bunch of random booster boxes that got gifted to me of different card games and stuff. But I thought after I got all those subscribers, I'm not going to do a random video on the way back. So I'll talk about, I'll talk about Pokemon, the first one back, and then we'll get into, sometimes I do random stuff. It's my channel, but whatever. So the elephant in the room is right here, staring us all in the face, and it is Destined Rivals. This is kind of a hard topic because depending on who you are in the hobby and what your goal is, this may be good and it may be stupid. This price right here, $267.25 for a booster box that's not even out yet is crazy. And ever since Surging Sparks, anyone new to the hobby, I really feel bad for you because you don't have past memories to look back on to make decisions based on, is this a good idea or not? Because I remember, but this is not like it was even in those times. Like I remember pre-orders for the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. They were like $200-$300. I remember when it first got announced, they were even going for like $500 pre-orders. And the closer it got to release, you started seeing them on Walmart and stuff for retail. And then they were available. They got way down. I'm pretty sure you could even get them for like $80-$90 at Costco. This is not happening like that. I mean, Surging Sparks, we'll go look at it in a minute, or maybe we won't. You can go look at it and it didn't drop all the way back down. Like, it might not be as expensive as it got, but it's still more expensive than it usually any booster box ever is. You used to be able to pre-order booster box cases for $600. Maybe not on TCG Player, but on other sites like Hills Wholesale Gaming and Safari Zone and Forge and Fire and stuff like that, and P Football Pete on eBay. $600 all day long. You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. I did it. Now, pre-ordering is probably the stupidest financial decision you can make, and but it depends on what you're trying to do. So let's think about a collector. A collector, if you just want one sealed box and you have a good job and you say, okay, well, I just want one sealed box, if you're a sealed collector, to put on my shelf, $267, yeah. I mean, when you could get them for $100 normally, that's like $150 more just to put on the shelf if you're not going to open it. Yeah, that's understandable. Then we think about collectors that are opening it. You have to understand, even when times are good or times are bad, whoever's thinking about it, when you open Pokemon, if you're opening a booster box, you have to know that the money that you just paid, if it's $100, if it's $267, whatever the amount is, I can't believe people are still opening vintage boxes. They are in a different, they're too rich for me. Even if I have made way more money, I cannot, I'm not a huge gambler. I do not gamble at all in real life other than Pokemon. If you consider that gambling, that's the only gambling I do in my life. I don't buy scratch-offs or anything like that, or go to casinos or anything like that. I played poker with my friends when we get drunk and stuff like that when I was younger, but not like, you know what I'm saying? So Pokemon is like the closest thing that I do to gambling, and I would consider myself smart with it because me and the kiddo only open one each of each set. So Destined Rivals, but right now, English, not at all. We're not opening any English because to me, it's financially stupid. because I'll get into it. But okay, so for me and Aubrey, my daughter, opened 2 booster boxes of Japanese Team Rocket, Glory of Team Rocket, and yeah, it did. It cost, they were like 125 each. So I could get 2 for less than the price of 1 English box. And I'm not a stickler for even when English is cheaper, I still collect Japanese PSA 10s of the cards that I love, and we still open Japanese a lot. But sometimes when it's cheaper, we do open English too. There was a point where we were opening English and Japanese, but that it was not this expensive, and I was, here's the problem. There's a lot of people on YouTube with businesses that rely on selling Pokemon to make their living. I don't rely on Pokemon to make my living. In fact, I'm a sealed investor and a collector. I don't plan on selling anything unless I need to, or I want to buy something like a fucking in-ground pool, or a down payment on a house, or to pay a mortgage off, or a new car. For emergencies, I have an emergency fund. I have other stuff I could sell before I'd have to liquidate investments. Before I ever invested in anything in my life, I made sure I had other things set in place for emergencies, like crazy things I don't even want to get into on this channel. But let's just say I've been a part of the kind of doomsday zombie outbreak prepper community for a long time. So if shit were to go bad in this country, I could sit on boxes longer than anyone. To be honest with you, I wouldn't have to sell my Pokemon at all. Not at all. World War III, I'll be opening my Pokemon and freaking eating rice and beans. Okay, anyways, that's getting way off topic. A lot of people in one of my recent videos were complaining. I had a lot of comments saying, oh, this guy rants a lot. If you don't like people that rant and go on tangents and stuff like that, you should definitely unsubscribe to me, because I don't know, I just rant a lot. And I like doing it. I'm always in my head, and believe it or not, I'm a deep thinker. I know that might be hard to believe, but I am a deep thinker. I think a lot. And I think about this stuff a lot, and I think that a lot of people are going to be hurt by this, because tons of YouTubers and businesses are saying, and it's specifically more them, are saying that booster titles everywhere on YouTube, booster boxes will never go back to normal. We'll never see $100 booster boxes again. Says who? Says who? Do they work for the Pokemon company? Let me tell you this. I run a print shop, and some days the boss, who's my father, it's a family business, my dad will come in and tell me to turn off the press with new plates in his hand and say, we have to reprint this job because the customer didn't order enough. So I don't care if you make $5 million a year. I don't care if you make $10 million a year. I don't care if you make $100,000 a year. I don't care if you have a successful rip and ship stream. I don't care if you have 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. It doesn't matter. No one, not even the distributors, not even the people that run the printing presses that print the cards, know if Pokemon's going to reprint and how much they're going to reprint. The only people who know that are Pokemon. They could literally say, and then this new set, this black and white set, oh, now there's rumors in one of my friend groups. I just heard someone say, and I love all these guys, but I heard someone say, oh no, there's a rumor of not a reprint. There's a rumor of, did you guys hear there's a rumor of, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a fucking blank. Oh, did you hear there was a rumor about the black and white set being short printed? And I'm thinking to myself, there's so many people listening to me. Please listen. If you don't hear anything I say, if it's just ramblings of a madman, listen to this. Don't listen to Pokemon YouTubers. Don't listen to people on YouTube talking about when they think they know something. They don't know anything. I don't know anything. I admit that. I don't know. So here's the scenarios that can happen. Destined Rivals could come out, and I think I've already said this, but a lot of content on Pokemon is just beating a dead horse over and over and over. And that's why I'm trying to come up with ideas and be fresh and refreshing, but it's super hard because right now, I'm going to be honest, right now, the Pokemon hobby, it kind of fucking sucks. I make good money, and 267 for a booster box, it's too much. And a lot of people, I mean, come on, dude. There's a lot more people that make people are struggling. And this hobby, it's supposed to be a getaway from reality. But with these prices, to be honest, when booster boxes are $100, it still hurts people financially to do this stuff. It does. You have to be realistic. And this shit, it fucking sucks. And there's a lot of people that say, oh, well, if it sucks, then don't buy it. No, I'm gonna get some, but I can bitch about it and participate in it at the same time. I can, and I am, but I'm being more smart about it. More smart. It sounds stupid. Smarter about it. I'm not buying English. Only Japanese. But to invest in, I'm only investing in. The only Japanese I've ever invested in was 151. And I might do it in Rocket, depending on how cheap it gets. But I'm thinking no. I'm thinking I'm strictly English, because just based on prices and what you go look at, like go look at Evolving Skies and go look at EV Heroes, and that'll just tell you what you need to know. But here's the thing. I'm going to invest in Destined Rivals. I'm not opening any of it. We already opened it in Japanese. I'm going to get the cards. I already got Aubrey the cards she wanted. And I'm going to get the PSA 10s that I want in a couple months whenever prices dip down. After floods of cards hit the market after PSA, PSA takes months to grade right now. So if you're buying PSA 10s, you should just wait. Patience pays. Patience pays in this hobby, definitely, especially in the way it is right now. Don't pre-order any of this. Unless, here's the thing. I say here's the thing a lot, because $1,500 for a booster box case, eventually, it will be $6,000 for a booster box case. Every fucking booster box. Every booster box. Go look at the past booster. Go look at Sun and Moon. Go look at all of them. Eventually, all those will be $1,000 a booster box. It's just the way it fucking works. Tell me one that's not. In the comments, tell me one that's not it. And guess what? In 10 years, 5 years, it will be. So, and that's what investing is. A lot of people call themselves investors when they're just short-term flippers. They're not investors. When I say I invest in this stuff, I'm trading fiat currency for assets. And you can say Pokemon's not an asset. Yes, anything, pretty much anything other than fiat currency. If you hold a lot of fiat currency, did you know that you're holding a ticking time bomb? If you can't even really understand Pokemon investing unless you do some research on what the fiat currency is, who really rules the world, and all that kind of stuff that people say, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, okay, no. If you want me to do a video on that kind of stuff, I can, because I know a lot about it. And unfortunately, I wish I didn't, but fiat currency is a ticking time bomb, and if you want to build wealth, you got to put your money into assets, because holding on to cash, number one, it just goes down. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. Fuck that. Eventually, even if you pre-ordered it for $1,500 and $1,539.39, if you bought that and you bought cases and cases of them, eventually you will be in profit. But this is the big but. You have no idea in 1 year, in 6 months, in 2 years, in 3 years, Pokemon could reprint this in a different market and it could drop down to $600 a booster box. And that's a big, that's a big what if, but so is the other. They're both what ifs. Anything anyone says is a what if. So you have to be smart and think, if I pre-order this now for $1,500 and in 2 years it goes down to $600 and I could have gotten double, more bang for your buck. You could have gotten 2 booster box cases for the price that you paid for one when it drops. If it drops, then you're going to be kicking yourself. Trust me, you will be. You'll be like, fuck, man, I could have got double. And now I have to wait longer for it to go back up. Or it could be $1,500 right now. And let's say in 2 years, it never gets reprinted and it's $2,000. I would rather spend $2,000 on a booster box case with no threat of a reprint than spend $1,500 and still have 2 to 3 years of a window where things could happen and they could reprint it. And then everyone holding that is just, you're not fucked. But here's the thing. If you're holding it and say you have a family emergency and it goes down back to 600, then you just took a loss. Like, gosh damn it, dude. It's hard making videos trying to tell people what to do with their money. And I'm not telling you what to do with your money. If you're listening to anybody on YouTube and then if you find yourself watching a YouTube video and then going and getting your credit card and buying something, then you need to seriously do some self-reflection and look in the mirror and be like, yo, what am I doing? Because be patient. This isn't a race. You can still buy X, Y, and Sun and Moon. This stuff, even if it's not scarce, there will be more of it. Trust me, there fucking will be. There just will be. There will be more of it. It will be readily available in the future. It will be. And if I'm wrong, come back to this video and comment on it and I'll apologize. I'll say, yep, I was wrong. Sorry. But that's the thing. I'm not saying it could or it couldn't. But are you going to take the risk or are you going to be smarter? It's smarter to wait and see. Even if you have to overpay, it's at least you know you're not going to get fucked. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching the rant. I'm actually going to do something new in the ending of all my videos. I've actually been through a lot of shit in my life, and I currently am going through and probably will be going through shit just like every one of you all the time. And so I don't know if anybody really does this, but I'm going to do it, and I'll be the person to do it. I'm going to leave an email address in the description. And if you're going through something hard and you don't have anyone to talk to, or you want to talk to somebody who maybe I've gone through the same thing, maybe I could help you or talk to you or pray for you or do whatever, reach out to me. For real. Reach out to me and I'll call you on the phone. I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever you want. Just reach out to me. I'd love to try to help talk you off a ledge or something like that, because life is hard. And this shit makes it harder, because people are trying to escape the fucking matrix and they're trying to just do something to get ahead. And there's a lot of people that are giving advice and saying things that they don't know. They think they're Pokemon prophets. They don't know. No one knows. So be careful. Be wary. Don't listen to fucking YouTubers. Don't listen to me. But don't follow your heart either, because your heart is deceiving and your heart will deceive you. use your brain. Think about these things. Do research. See what the past has been and what you think's going to happen, and just be smart with your money. You don't have to invest. And to the collectors, I'll pray for you, because opening this at these prices, unless you pull the chase card, you're getting screwed. And even if you do pull the chase card and they reprint this shit, who cares, right? It's just Pokemon, man. People take this shit way too seriously, and it is obvious. People get so mad. And then I might react, if you guys want me to react to these stupid motherfuckers pitching tents and stuff outside of stores. For what, dude? For what? That's just crazy to me. I mean, I have a family, and I'm kind of old and beat up, so you ain't gonna catch, if you catch me in a tent, I'm gonna be in the woods relaxing, smoking a pipe. I ain't gonna be in front of a freaking store where I might get shot by some idiot because they can't get Pokemon cards. All right, guys, have a good day. I appreciate you watching. Holy shit.